Hello, everyone. Oh, that's not good. My tooth hurts. That's not good. Yeah, that's all the way up also. Turn that down. There you go. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Today is a day that we're doing some more diamond painting and yapping. Specifically today, you're yapping about my mad scientist ways. Oh shit, I didn't get... Hold 1 second. I didn't get fully set up. I thought I had my shit together and I didn't. But... hello everyone, welcome in. We be doing shit today. My tooth hurts, which is not a good start. But it's fine. Where did my wax go? I had some wax. I know I had some. There it is. It sunk to the bottom. But hi everyone, welcome in. We be here, we be chilling. We be having a fun time. Let me put that. It's not in the way. Huzzah. Okay. I also made myself a latte to make myself feel better. Ah, this way does have it. It's got a lot of the milk foam, actually. If I go over here, you can see the milk foam. It's very foamy. It's been very cold here. Like, cold to the point I had hot hands on my feet last night. Because I was freezing my ass off. But I'm gonna change our little background music. Oh shit. Earlier one, I'm gonna change it and then closed it. Huh. Good God, I can't person today. It's fine. Yay! Zoe's not having a fun time, but it's fine, I guess. I'm just a little bit all over the place. There we go. That's like barely loud. Remember all the lies you told and times that. Boom, 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 boom. Times I can't keep count. There we go. God just squeezed the life right out of me. Okay. We're doing shit. Alright. It's gonna shake a little bit. I apologize. There we go. We're gonna be doing research talks today. So if anyone has any research questions, feel free to ask them. I don't have like a specific research thing I want to talk about. But if anyone has questions, feel free to ask. Oop. Oop, that chip did not go down properly. Hi, Sid. Thank you for the first. I'm already hydrating. Bonnie. You're not around. Time to put you in the ground. Okay. God, I need to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. I think we're in time for a wax change. So do I have my tweezers? Not the pen. My tweezers over here. Sonny oil. Give me 1 second. I have to go find tweezers. I need them. Huzzah. Okay, I'm back. I had to go find tweezers, but I also found something that I remembered I had. I have this little container for the wax. And I have 2 new red ones. I'm not going to use the red, though, because I'm using the blue. But I can take the wax I'm using and unpeel it and put it in there. To at least, like, get some stabbings in after I do this. I think I'll keep that one out and I'll put new ones in here. But it's cute and I like it. I also got tweezers. They're like heavy-duty ones. Very heavy-duty. I'm going cold. Ready to snap. I won't dance. I won't dance. Eee. Where's the wax? Oh, there's a heart. A full heart. That's more wax. I'm not going to open it unless I have to. I think I'm going to have to. Yeah. Don't have a lot of wax left in that one. So, if I keep the red wax out, I'll keep it in my little baggie. I won't dance. I won't go. Take the wax, the caps over there, and put in my little heart. Maybe I'll hold like 3 of them too. I'm only gonna put 2 in there for now. Sticky. Because 2 should be fine for a while, because then you can just like mush it around and put them back in there, you know? Like I'm popping some gum. I ain't the one. But I gotta perform surgery on this. I had to perform candle surgery the other day too. It was not fun. This is trash, so we can go over there. Also, we have candle prediction. I think it may already be done. Yeah, it's done. Sadly, Vampire Blood did not win. I did have that burning earlier today. But for right now, I have Mandarin, or Cranberry Mandarin burning. Because I wanted a fall feel. Step some stock shit. Oh my god. There we go. I'm like, what do you mean? Where'd the wax go? Cute though. It's got a little stab in it. Better me. Name who ahead of me instead of me. Oh, oh. Yo, where they at? Okay. This can go over there. I'm gonna cap this up. So my wax will be all put in there. I do need to put some more in here though. I feel like I need to mix that up. Sticky situation. Bobulation. Dripping condensation. There we go. It's in that perfectly. This I'll twist and put back in here. Bitch, I'm outside with it. Tell them I did it. Allergies to bomb. Okay, this goes over here. I'm all discombobulated. It's fine. Check my vehicle. La Ferrari. Sour. Through your town. Now, we're gonna try to get all of her body done today. We're trying to get this little square done. Let's see if we can get it done. Okay. I'll do it this wide first. But yeah, how are you all been doing? How have things been? I'm sorry for the like chaotic / weird start to stream. I'm just having a day. You know? How are your days? I hope they're better than mine. Trying to like mix in the milk foam. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I love how I put this on fucking... There we go. It's on shuffle now. I was like, I thought it was on shuffle and that still happened, but nah. Apparently not. Options. Okay. The S's are calling out to me. Get that out the way. Like balloon to the moon. Hop in the room. Okay, that's not it. I forgot it's such a small section. You know what? It's fine. But yeah. We are doing research questions today. So if anyone has any, feel free to shout them out. I'm more than willing to answer questions. Especially for those who may think they want to go to grad school. There is something I didn't do, though, that I'll have to do in a second. I totally forgot to do it before stream. I'm all discombobulated today, if you can't tell. Things are not going as planned. Wait, I'll send your ass back to the street. I spray your whole block with a flare. Sweet and bitter. Doom, 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 doom. Okay. We're going. Good God. I can't even today. Never forget, let it go. This is I need to know whether we're above or below. Blood and glitter. We're so happy we could die. Brain. Okay. Oh, Lord. 4. I don't need many 4s. The ground I'm so fast, so make it count. The same blood, blood and glitter, sweet and bitter. We're so happy we could die. Blood and glitter. We do fall before we rise. Okay. Can't do that. Can't do that yet. Okay. God, I'm so discombobulated today. Holy shit. Ugh. Okay. But yes, if anyone would like to ask research questions about the flies, about what I do, about why I do it, there are many different things you can ask. It is all up to you guys to ask the questions today. So, Satan sinner, we do fall before we rise. Okay. T. Blood. Eek. God, these are so difficult to place sometimes. Dun 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 dun. All of my friends are crazy. Another. Oop, that's a J, isn't it? That's a J. Shit. Oh, there we go. We'll do that, and then we'll just move that one down. Perfect. Kids anymore. Hi, Nova. How are you? I hope you have a good lurk. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Let's go. Love, I'm meant to soars. Lost and found. Sold my soul on Monday. They're best on not. Oh my god. Okay, it's X next. Happy. I can't do things. Take a sip of coffee. Coffee good. I need to make hot drinks more often because that's actually really good. Nothing, never suffer, and loaders up and searcher. Then the doctor straight the wreck 'em as they want to make us sick, make us beg, make us stay. Fuck that. Ooh, there's some X's up here. Make them eat my rage. Some down here too. Good lord. I didn't realize how many X's there were in this. So what's a little more happy? I'm going. Oof. Actually, I'm gonna send... I'll send, here. We'll do this. We're gonna do that. And then... Oh, I'm gonna pin it. So I have to keep saying it. Perf. Why is there a Duolingo fucking thing on my stream? That's crazy. Here I am, not sure you should take a chance. Why are you using so many hydrates? Please. Is it because I took a sip of my freaking coffee? Maybe? Bitch, please. I like coffee. You can't stop me from liking coffee. Is it gonna be for every sip of coffee I take, you're gonna give me 2 hydrates? Is that what this is gonna be? The angels, but they never play. No one let them in, didn't know my name. Keep my feelings so tucked away. Just another day spent hoping we don't fall apart. I need pee. I need pee. Can get you to drink water, though. Yes, you can get me to drink water by doing it on stream. I put that there for a reason. I understand. It's because I don't drink water as much as I should. Especially with my cycle being next week. So let's twist the knife again like we did last summer. To keep it together gets a little harder when it never gets better. I'm trying. Keep it together, keep it together, keep it together. Whoa. But yeah, does anyone have any research questions? Or any grad school questions? Any questions about anything? 'Tis the day to ask. Stars. Now I gotta go down. I'll go after the seas. That seems like a good place. Where's the piece of plastic? Nowhere I can feel. That's crazy. Anyways. I need to make hot coffee more often. That's so good. Left foot on the land might be there. Grapevine. I'll do C first. Baseline. Detail. Harder to exhale. Secureness. Stick to me. Stick to me like a remote. Till you feel nothing as well. Is it going good in the garden? Nobody knows. We tapping. We tapping. E's are next, and then twos. Mm-hmm. 2020 hindsight. That I understand. So stick to me. Stick to me like a remote. Miles. I'll do 4 next. I'm too young to get bitter over it all. Too young to retaliate like before. We used to be cold, ungrateful, I know. I'm also slightly sick. Ish. Ooh. Excuse me. Good lord. Nose be nosin'. Okay. That's it for 4. I'm gonna do the... Okay. I think I'm gonna go blow my nose. And then I'll be back. Because I think I need to go do that real quick. So I'll be back in 1 second. Oof. Ugh. Okay. I'm back now. Jesus. I had to sneeze. And there were issues, and I don't know why. MCR. I miss MCR. Drugs, give me drugs, give me drugs. I don't need them, but to sell what you got. Love, give me love, give me love. In a bag, in a box. Where'd it go? There it is. Like, please. Teas look like they may be next. So let's do a tea. And it's my destination. I'll tell you about the sad man. Shut up and let me see your jazz hands. Madman, I thought you was Batman. Right here, right now. There we go. X is next, probably. Everybody wants to change the world. Wants to try, I wanna try, wanna try, wanna try, wanna try, wanna try. Then be in purgatory, cut my name. Built this bill and swoke. Red stars. Don't have to tell you it's a thing. Well, yeah, you just get it. Cause baby, I like the way you fit. Got best your bad genetics. You make me wanna make you fall in love. You back to me, baby. And we high fived. Sorry if you feel objectified. Getting myself, hormones are high. Butterflies fall in love. I'll try. Oh, I missed a S. God damn it. I missed a couple of them. Fuck. Well, go back to that. No, I only missed one. That's good. I only missed one. I missed like 20. One of me is Cupid to me, baby. You make me wanna make you fall in love. Hold me and explore me. Tell me I'm the only one. Horny. I'm the only one. I for life. What else do you know? I know Lola's canceled all her shows, and I'm kind of like wishing her the best, you know? So I hope nothing's like severely wrong. Who do you want me to be? Messy? And then I'm too fucking clean. You told me get a job, then you ask where the hell I've been. Perfect till I open my big mouth. Want to be me? Is that not allowed? 'Cause I'm too clever, and then I'm too fucking dumb. I was like, where's the arrow? I don't use it that often, so I had no clue where it was. Hate the fucking lie. Lie. But yeah, if anyone has any questions, feel free to let me know. Coffee's so warm. It's so good. So I open my big mouth. That time of the month. Show you that I'm not. Mm. 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 Is that not allowed? And then I'm too fucking dumb. It's all the X is done. Okay. Ooh. So it's a little dark. That is her face. Mm. Now he's every night. Oh, wasn't that sweet? I guess so. Baby, I know. Switch it up like Nintendo. I can't relate. My give a fucks are on vacation. One boy. When I act this way, I know I got him. True to fair. Think about me every night. Oh, isn't that sweet? I guess so. Baby, I know it's that left, right, oh, switch it up like Nintendo. I guess so. You were often honeybee. Baby, I know. Move it up, down, left, right, oh, switch it up. Oof, ow. My nail got caught on my hair. Isn't that sweet? I guess so. Baby, I know. Move it up, down, left, right, oh, switch it up. No. Baby, I know. I guess so. Espresso. Game over. Say I'm too much, baby, go find us. Stable, I guess. Such a big deal, maybe you're too little. I can see you're working really hard, out of breath. At the start, honey, please. You're breaking your own heart, shooting for the stars. That dress, we do know that work for. Ah. It's time too much for it. I'm gonna do this because let's do these teas at the same time. Sunday, Sunday. You had lots of fun, not your fault. That it wasn't in the cards, honey, please. I'm sending warm regards to your box of your things in a black car. Go find loss if you can't keep up, stay below, I guess. Baby, I ain't under pressure. Tender Sunder. You can tell me you love her. I tell her too. 'Cause I can't keep sleeping. Covers ways in the room. And I shouldn't have read nothing. You and I, then why is she still saying whoa, me like why she still didn't say shit when you introduced me as your friend. Yes, that's what it is. Don't you do that shit again. It's funny 'cause it didn't feel like friends on a kitchen floor. No, don't take friends to the back of my tour bus. I always give and you wanted more. God forbid I draw any attention to questions you never answered. Well, except for it was fucking you better. You got me lowering standards. She's still in. That probably sounded awful. It's fine. I sing it every time. I'm also sick, so it's probably bad. There's no DNA, you got me like. Whoa, me like. tell me you love her. Probably tell her to, 'cause I can't keep sleeping. Landed on the internet, wheels turning in my head, and I turn red, I'm turning red. Wild dogs that make me melt. But I can't help what I can't help. Shame on you. We were doing and the way you move. I want this like a cigarette. Drag it out and never quit. Demon, yeah, you perverted. Guilty. Feels like pornography. Watching you try on jeans. You're a cinephile. Shame on me, shame on you. We were doing bad things too. Cigarette, drag it out and never quit. Heaven sent with your dirty mind, yeah, you're perverted. Okay. I finished this section. I'm gonna do the next one probably just a little bit wider. But the song's almost over. We are gonna have to take an ad break. So, how ad breaks work here. Let me go over to my little chat screen. How ad breaks work here is we do a little BRB for 3 minutes. What? You're doing a hydrate as soon as I have to leave. You're crazy. Thank you for the hydrate. How ad breaks work is we go on a little BRB for about 3 minutes. You can get a snack, get some water, get another drink, have a bathroom break, or get up and stretch wherever you need to do. I will be back. Cheese it, Redeem. Good God. And med check. Okay. Thank you, Sid, for the med check. Take any meds and drink some water. Eat some food. Your meds require those as well. We will be right back here in about 3 to 4 minutes. Probably like 5. More like 5. I'm gonna take a 5 break because I need to stretch a little bit. But you guys will be on BRB for a little bit, and then I'll do an ad afterwards. Thank you for the flies, Sid. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Mwah. Oof, hello. That break was a little longer than I was going to do. I apologize. I ended up having a cramp in my leg, and I did not want to come back to stream with a cramp in my leg, because that would not be good. Excuse me, good lord. Okay. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Okay. Do we if I want to go all the way far, if I want to just go partially there? Back to the tragedy, life like a comedy. I should have known better. Think that this could change. I did prediction, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. I was like, wait, did I never do the prediction properly? Whoopsies. Body to take the pain. Quitter. Ooh, there was one thing I missed. Hold on. I'll be a-okay. Back to the rat race running place. I'd spin my wheel till my neck starts breaking off. Better with the puffs. I don't know what is worse, the commute or the hearse. I don't think that it's worth it anymore. Blow it on the weekend. I should have known better. Okay, where's my cutter? Ceramic cutter. How disconnected I became. Corporate ladder. I think we'll go one beyond. These are gonna be thick sections. Oop. There we go. I'm gonna cut it right here. Oh, this is the end of the section. Right here. That's crazy. When you wanna just go home, should've known better. I didn't put that back. I should have rinsed my cup out. Oh well. In of ages. So you notice nobody knows what they're doing. It's all just a long shark. I just made a huge mess. Oh, I just made a huge mess. Oh, I just made a huge mess. Fuck. Well, I have to clean this up now. God damn it. I dropped the frickin' thing and spilled so many diamonds on the ground. I will be on the floor for a little bit to get this shit cleaned up. Oh my god, there's so many. Oh my god. Give me a bit. I gotta clean this up. Ugh. Jesus. Why? Skinny bitches. I don't want to change. In the brain. Oh my god. I got them all. Ugh. Oh my god. That was awful. That was totally and completely awful. Oof. Okay. Jesus. I hate that. I hate when that happens. It's so annoying. I haven't done it in forever. Especially on this, like, plasticky fucking thing I have underneath my chair. I am back, though. Thank you, Sid, for putting the disclaimer message. I appreciate it. Oh. Did you just hydrate me? You did. Okay. Oh, okay. My teeth hurt a little bit, which is not good. Okay. Oh. I went this far, so I need one more. Well, a couple more. There we go. Okay. Good God. That like threw up me completely off. Oof. My love. This is 8. Sign from God. Really here to cut me off. Oh, lately, turn me on. 'Cause these days I would be lying if I told you that. Be your man. Oh, lately, bad. I got a river running right into you. I probably didn't go down so far, so let's go. I gotta eat all that. No. Oh, something you do. Divine. Flesh and bone. The sky above, the earth below. Girl, yeah, all I ever wanted was the world. I need it all. Life, the rise and fall. Kinda difficult. Someone else's fault. Rub my finger, babe. Let's behave. girl. Buy a big diamond ring for me. Any question right now, baby? On a silver screen, living life like I'm in a dream. I know I've got a big ego. I really don't know why it's such a big deal, though. To the core, core, core. Prima donna girl. Yeah. All I ever wanted was the world. Need it all. Prima donna, light the rise and fall. Difficult. Someone else's fault. Finger babe. Prima donna girl. Annoyed. I'm with the boys. I know I've got a big ego. I really don't know why it's such a big deal, though. Like the rise and fall. Someone else's fault. Round my finger, babe. Me to misbehave. Girl, yeah. Wanted was the world. Need all. Kinda difficult. Someone else's fault. Goodbye. Can't trust myself immediately. Every single day. Ah! Not again. The light outside the door. Black lights. Oh, I missed a couple. God damn it. I can never get all of them. I feel my wicked dreams. I am from Tennessee or Santa Monica. Done. You're a pink pony girl. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in. Don't think I've left you all behind. Still love you in Tennessee. You're always on my mind. Mama, every Saturday I can hear a southern draw 1,000 miles away saying, Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. I don't even know what song this is. Oh. 7-day drop it like it's hot. One of my friends dissects the fly brains to this. It's the only thing she can dissect it to. I know 7-day drop it like it's hot. I'll take your hands and make it multiply. T. If it was up to me, I'd give you everything. Strike, pause. For sure. If it was up to me, I'd give you everything. This world of mine. With your hand between my thighs, tell me if you were gonna. I would be the one you tried. It's a blessing and it's a curse, so keep on pretending, pretty girl. Pretty girls. This conversation's classy. I can predict the shit line by line. I like a straight package, but it feels like it's a little tight. Your boyfriend's cute. He could come too. You'll be his in the morning anyway. Have a couple drinks with a pretty girl, so not they wanna kiss. Got to have a taste of a pretty girl. Pretty girls. Another word. 5 feet to be exact. Oop. Next to me, 1 degree of separation. Taste me when he's kissing you. I bet you just know you'll taste me too. All his jokes hit different. Guess who you learned that from? 1 degree of separation. Once or twice and sing about it, don't mean I care. Known to share. There we go. Let me see if there's any to refill this with. Because it's getting dangerously low. Actually, let's just do a mini refill while we're at it. With anything that needs it. Okay. 918. No, we're good. 720. Good. 740. We're good. I'm just gonna put 37 back so I don't get shit confused. 300. We can use some more 300. Ooh, that might be a little too much. It was a little bit too much. $8.39. I could dump the rest of this in here. Which one is the one I don't have open? 3857. The do not disturb. So yeah, there's a bunch of them. And down towards the bottom. 839. That's trash. Yeah. 844. We're fine on that. 3371. Fine on that. 938. We're fine on that. 920. We're fine on that. 3857. So we already talked about. That one's good. 400. 898. We're good on that. 154. We're good on that. 310. We're good on that. No more of that one, which is weird. I might have to email the company maybe later. I don't know. Never once took care of me. I don't think this is enough to do that. Like, I hope there's not more that I need to do later, because I don't think I'm going to have enough. I hope this is the last section. Like I said, I'm not even sure if I'm going to have enough for this. Sticky again. We're already back to sticky? Damn. Give me a second. I guess we can do this. We just listen to this. Okay. I'm gonna take smaller chunks because that's not working taking the big ones. E. Thank you for dinner, baby. Really great time. Oh, I almost had a heart attack. I thought I never took myself off of BRB. God. Twitch needs to stop giving me heart attacks. First, second, third floor. Metaphor. Come inside. Comfy. Okay, I had enough. I just hope that this is all I need. I hope there's not any other sections, because there's, like, barely any that I have. Like, it's empty. First, second, third floor. And I promise none of this is a metaphor. Just want you to come inside. Never enter through the back door. Wax floors. Oh, oh. Oh, come on, baby. Also, in case anyone forgot, we are still taking questions for research. If you have any, feel free to ask them. God. Life flash for my fucking eyes. I don't need to drop any more of these, please. Oh, that's the end. I was like, why is it not going? It's because it's the end. Duh. Trying to silence me here. Oh, 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 oh. So, no mojo, I bounce back, no pogo, unhappy, no homo, new brands, no logo, money on my juggler, natural hustler, think I need a smuggler up in Russia, butler, Shama Cutler, Leander, that's the guzzler. Calling anxiety in 3, 2. Keep on trying me. You're like quietly trying to silence me here. Somebody's watching me. Gotta shake it up, Bombay. Anxiety, oh, I feel it trying. Court order from border. What's in that clear blue water? No limits, no borders. J. Okay. This is just lines, so we should be fine with this. Anxiety. Ah, I like it when it's lines. It's easier to do it that way, you know? Oh, shake, shake, get up on me. It's my anxiety. Keep it up on me. Shake, shake, get up on me. Okay. Tea's next. I don't need a lot of tea, though, because it's just one itty-bitty little line. Perf. Okay. Didn't I just listen to this? I did just listen to this. We're skipping. I just listened to this. To take my love away. God. Jesus. Oh. Fuck. Hi, Tiff. Jesus Christ. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. God, that scared the fuck out of me. I need to turn that down. Hi, everyone. God. Hi. Hi, Red. Hi, Broken. How are you? Hi, Diamond. How are you? Wait, Tiff, did you hear that? Wait, hold on a second. I'm gonna put on some background music. Pause. I didn't fucking change anything and that works now? When the fuck? Okay. Mix It Up just hates me. It's fine. Hi, everyone. Welcome in. Tiff, I saw you were doing BG3. How was that? I hope you had a great time. How are things going? How twas the stream? I had the best time play for 7. Good God. Well, it's BG3. That was your... What's it called? Special interest for a while. So I'm not surprised. I'm so glad you had a fun time. I'm also going to turn this down more because I feel like it's still too loud. There we go. I hope you had a great time. Thank you for bringing the people over. It's very great. I will say one thing. I do apologize. I do have to take an ad break in like 3 minutes. So we're gonna speed this shit up. But thank you for bringing your people over. I love it. How are you doing? But if you need to de-stream, please go and do that. Get a drink of water, whatever you need to do. But hi everyone. My name's Zoe. I go by they, she pronouns. We're doing some diamond painting and yapping today. And my yap is gonna be you guys can ask me anything you want about my research or grad school. Anything. If you want to know why the hell I torture flies, that's an option that you can ask. But welcome in, everyone. Great to see you all here. I think I am going to go ahead and run that ad really quickly. So if you guys have to leave, thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Mwah. I hope you have the best time. If you want to stick around and ask me research questions, I will be back in 3 minutes. Get yourself a drink. Go to the bathroom, get something to eat if you need to, stretch, whatever you need to do. I will see you back here in 3 minutes. I love you all. Mwah! Have a BRB screen. And I am back. Thank you everyone for sticking around. I greatly appreciate it. Ugh. Welcome back if you stayed. How are you? I hope you're all doing well. You can tell me about your day if you want. You can ask me weird ass questions about my research as well. Or I can just give you guys a summarization of my research. Either way. Whatever you prefer. But I hope everyone has a great time. I am currently doing a diamond painting right now. If you don't know what a diamond painting is, it is essentially a canvas with some sticky glue on it. And when you put these little diamond pieces down, they stick down to it and they create a picture. If you want to see an example of the one I'm working on right now, this is not completely done. I've been here the whole time. Hello, Chris. That is your first chat, though, because not OBS, Mix It Up called you out. But yes, I love the Samurai and the Game Changer reference. How are you, Chris? How are you, Father? I know it is. I see. But this is the diamond painting I'm currently working on. God, my camera's being so shaky right now. We are farther than here. I'm finishing up this whole section right here. I need to take another little picture because, this is not a completely updated picture, but we're over here on this section where this little girl is sitting on top of the witch hat. But yeah, I need to update that little picture. However, but yeah, I can give a summarization of my research if that helps people with questions, if they would prefer. Tis whatever the people want. God, I had fucking flashbacks. Holy shit. I literally earlier dropped, Sid is my witness, dropped an entire fucking thing of diamonds on the ground. And I was down there for 15 minutes trying to pick these bitches up. God, it was so annoying. Now I'm just using my finger oils. Because that works. I can't drop these again. It literally would ruin my day. I'm not even kidding either. Hey. We stay still in the night. Is that why I looked over and saw an empty chair? Yeah. Yeah. I did that. I spilled the black ones at least, so they were easier to see on my green carpet. Green and white carpet, I should say. But luckily I didn't spill the green ones. That would have been horrendous. But yeah. Was not the best. But anywho, I can give a little summarization-ish of my projects. If 'tis desired. Basically what I do is I am studying epilepsy and neurodivergence and the overlap of epilepsy and neurodivergence. I use flies as my research model. I genetically edit flies, technically. I just cross one fly with a promoter with one fly of my gene of interest, whatever I use. I cross them together, and I make flies that I can test and do seizure assays on. One thing I did just start is dissecting fly brains open so I can do some imaging with them as well. But I'm not too far in that. I just started doing that on Thursday. But yeah, I'm a little weird. It's okay. We're all a little weird. My research just sometimes counts as torture. Not really. That's a joke. Please don't think I torture things. I do not torture animals, I swear. But yeah. If anyone has any questions on anything I do, feel free to shout them out. But also, if you'd like to just lurk and chill, that's also fine. And just listen to the music that I have going on. If you also want different music, you can also ask. And I can put it in the queue. But yeah. My name in Discord is literally Fly Torturer, so what is the truth? Listen. It's all for the good of research, is the joke answer. The real answer is at least they get to be drunk and then die while they're drunk. Like, it's not great, but oof, Tiff is still here. Dare's on. It's Dare. Like, there are multiple options. But, like, we were talking about in the lab the other day, and everyone's like, I have a class where I am the oldest person in the class. And I'm doing my research, and I'm also the one who's, like, farthest through my grad degree. And everyone's like, yeah, Hannah, so what's your research? And I was like, well, and, like, started talking to them about it. And they're like, wow, you really torture the shit out of flies. And I'm like, listen, I'm testing for epilepsy. At least they don't get used several times like in some studies, okay? I'm using them once, and then I let them have a peaceful death. You know? Turn on the Scooby-Doo lo-fi mix. I'm kidding. I'll do it. Chris, I will do it. Shit. There we go. As long as it doesn't get me DMCA'd, I'd do it. You got depression on you. But yeah. 'Tis the research. Hence the title of stream, A Yap and Ask Me Many Questions. Does my music save to my VOD? No, it does not. I have it set up that it does not save to my VOD. Chris went, oh. I have it set up so I don't. Also, hello, Ziggy. Welcome in. Oh, okay, I got concerned. No, you're good. I do have one VOD that's like that though, and I have to go check and figure out which one it is. It's when I switched from Spotify to YouTube Music. I had one VOD for like 15 minutes that it had there, and I remembered I was like, shit. Welcome in, Ziggy. How are you? How are things? How's your life going? Welcome here. I wanted a chip. I apologize. But yeah, I'm also on break, so I don't have to be in the lab, which is great because I've been working my fucking ass off. It's so bad. I've had like 40 and 50-hour weeks in the lab. It's not been good. Howdy, I'm good. Things are good. I'm glad things are good. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. But yeah. That's what you do, baby. Hold it down, dear. Oop. Oh, so I need some here, so let's do that. The sound, work it out. Okay. I wish to understand more research, but I fear I'm too stupid to understand what I should be asking. Well, do you want me to just yap about it, Chris? Because that is an option. But every time you talk about it, I'm enamored. Do you want me to talk about it in a sense of why I'm doing what I'm doing and then what I actually do? I guess. Because those are options that I can do. I will try to explain it in the easiest way I can, and you can literally, if I say one thing and you don't understand it, please tell me and I will explain it. What am I looking for and how successful has it been, I suppose? Okay. I know why, but I don't understand the process. Ah, I see. Okay. Basically what I'm looking for is a lot of neurodivergence research is not studied very well for the simple thing of most people just focus on autism and ADHD and that's it. And like they don't look at any of the genetic factors 9 times out of 10. They just look at, oh, what's this behavior and how can we affect this behavior? In like a psychology sense of it and not like a biology sense of it. It has been proven in other studies that there is a genetic basis of neurodivergence, and it's also been proven that 9 times out of 10 comes from the father, but that's a whole nother issue that I'm not researching. The genetic basis of it essentially is there's not one gene that like turns on and turns off autism. There are like at least 30 that turn on and turn off different neurodivergences. Like, I'm not diagnosed epileptic, but I have some wild neurological things going on. This is fascinating and important to me. Really couldn't have known it came from the father. My father owned every John Wayne movie ever made. No, it's funny because I'm like, oh, it comes from the dad. You know, my dad who wore the exact same thing every single day to work, and whenever he is at home, wears the exact same 2 variants of outfits, and whenever he has to dress up, wears the exact same variant of outfit. That's crazy. The one who has his day scheduled out, and if it gets affected, he has like a meltdown. That one, crazy. But the epilepsy and epileptic side of it is essentially those who have neurodivergence have been found to have much greater chance of having epilepsy. So I'm like, there has to be some sort of genetic connection. And like there have been some studies on it, but it's been like singular genes that are like really well studied. I wanted to go into the ones that are not as studied and see what is the overlap. And basically, when these genes are mutated, that's what causes the neurodivergence. So, if I look at these genes and just like what I'm doing is knockdown, which is essentially like making the gene not usable. So then, if it's not usable, do we get an epilepsy effect? And if so, then that proves a connection between the two, basically. Does that make sense? Ish. But basically, like, the success of it is I picked. That makes sense? Perfect. Okay. Sid wants to hydrate. Okay, thank you, Sid. But the success in my story has been. I need to BRB real quick, but I have another question after. You're good. You're good. Take your time. I shall wait a second until you're back to continue the big picture. But essentially, a summarization of what I did is I picked like 20 different genes. I tried to figure out, do they have a connection? Like, I looked for ones that had a connection neurodivergence primarily, then also had epilepsy as a symptom. And then when I looked at them, I was like, hey, has this been tested before? Yes or no? Is there like a gene that I can knock down? Essentially, like, make it not work properly to me to study. Like, is that an available option that's already made? Because it's a lot of money and a lot of time to make your own. And then, when you mess up this gene, can the fly still live? Because there are a lot of different genes that if you knock it down and, like, don't make it not work properly, the fly just dies. Or doesn't emerge from its embryonic stage. So, there are a bunch of different things that are, like, factors into my research and why it took me a little bit. Because also, I'm the first one in my research lab doing this kind of research. My advisor's kind of done, like, epilepsy stuff with food and epilepsy with genetic crosses, but not in the neurodivergent sense. And then he's also done nociception, like pain recepting. That's, like, his thing that he did for his PhD was pain reception. I'm, like, tagging off of something else someone else did and adding my own spin to it, if that makes sense. Ish. But, yeah. It's very fun and interesting for me. It's a lot of hard work, and I absolutely, like, would not be doing this if I wasn't interested in it, but I'm very interested in it. And it's kind of led me to thinking, well, shit, this is what I kind of want to do for the rest of my life. This is gonna be a thing I have to do now. The only, like, I guess, sad part about it, ish, is I have to kind of stay in academia if I want to do my own research about it. Unless I somehow get funded by the government. But, hence the part of my research is looking at a genetic base and, not Tylenol. Don't think I'm gonna get funded as well if I go into the government. At least at the moment. So, that may change when I get out of my PhD, if I get to do a PhD. We're applying right now. We're seeing what happens. I'm scared. But hopefully things work out well. I don't really know. Like, it's kind of whatever, I've been doing real good. Oh, I can guarantee that. What the problem is. But yeah. If anyone else also has questions, please ask away. Even if the whole world hates me, no, I'm lost if I'm gonna cry. But yeah. Okay, I'm here queuing up question. Why flies, why not mice? So, fun thing. A lot of research is done with mice and rats. The genes I picked don't have the same epileptic features, which is very weird considering it's the same gene. Like, there have been similar studies in rats with one of my genes I found a very significant effect with in flies. Like, they seized for over 50% longer. But in rats, they did absolutely nothing. Or in mice, they did absolutely nothing. There are mice labs on campus they study more reproductive things than neurodivergence. Also with flies, I'll have to look this up with mice. But with flies, we have 60 to 70% the same genome as a fly. Or not genome. Like genes that have a human variant and a fly variant, we have 60 and 70% similarity with flies. Gene similarity. And also, okay, yeah, humans and mice are 85 to 99% genetically similar, but they have different things for neuroscience, like how their brains are set up. Like it's similar to humans, but flies basically have like more genes connected to, how am I trying to say this? They have more genes connected to brain stuff, and theirs works on like a 1-to-1 ratio to us, where mice, I don't think it's exactly 1-to-1. If you're looking for more behavior in the sense of like social things, mice are perfectly great. And like that's part of the reason why when I do my research and PhD, I'm gonna attempt to get out of a fly lab. Because like, yeah, flies are cool and whatever. But like, this is the third fly lab I've been in throughout my academic career, and I kind of want to switch things up a little bit. So I'm gonna attempt to do a different one. I don't know if that's gonna be like C. elegans, which is like worms. I don't know if it's gonna be mice, rats. Because the other thing is, and like, because like the lab I got into, they already worked with flies, so that's what you work with. Like it's kind of like whatever lab you get into, whatever their model organism is they use for their science, that's what you use. In my sense of things, I joined a fly lab. I'm using flies. Rats are just a lot to take care of. And, like, it's worth it in the end because, like, you can do so many things with rats you can't do with flies. But I'm also just like, damn. Like, maybe this is me being a little weird. I don't feel as bad about doing the things I do to flies right now. But translating that to a rat or mice, I'm like, ooh. That's a little higher on the hierarchy of, like living things. Um, that's a little bad. But I think it's also the fact of like flies are very easy to take care of. You give them some sugar, you give them some molasses, you give them some oats, some water. They happy for the rest of their lives. Kill them flies. Sid's gonna actually see me do some research with flies while he's here in a couple weeks. So that's also gonna be a thing that happens, is he's gonna get to give you guys firsthand experience, if he desires, of what it's like to watch me torture flies. But yeah, I just like, I'm gonna have to get over it at some point, which is annoying, especially because what I want to do eventually, and like this is super scary in the sense of like, God, this is what I want to do, and this is gonna be the rest of my life. If I don't go into academia, I'm gonna want to go into I'm gonna want to go into doing human side stuff and human like neurogenetics. So like my stepping stone for myself is PhD, maybe go into like a little bit of a higher model organism just so like I have the experience. It still makes me like cuz I don't want to like do things to animals, but also I'm a scientist and I understand the sense of like I'd rather it be an animal than a human. Like it's a weird line to cross. Like it's just a thing that like every scientist deals with. Like I've talked to my advisor. He's done flies and he's done C. elegans, which is like worms. And then like there's the people down the hall who are doing rat research, and some of their research is literally doing a hysterectomy on a rat and seeing how a rat functions when they feed them hormones, but they don't have ovaries, or when they have one ovary compared to two ovaries or no ovaries. What happens if they have ovaries but not a uterus? What happens if they have the uterus but not ovaries? Like, there's already labs on campus who are doing that sort of stuff, and like undergrads who are literally performing rat surgery. But like, I guess I just have to get used to it at that point. Like, I very much like cross flies, observe what happens, and then I'm like, oh, it's a fly. It doesn't matter. Like, not the point that it doesn't matter, but the point of like, oh, they don't really like have a conscience, if that makes sense. Which I know sounds really bad, but it's just something I'm gonna have to get used to eventually. Okay, that is the same color. I was like, wait a second, I can't see chicken. But yeah. I am nervous though, because I do have to write a thesis, and then if I get a PhD, I'm gonna have to write a dissertation, which is gonna be fucking awful. Although, one thing, I guess I'll advertise this on Twitch, why not? Kind of like a Desense issue. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Like, I'm kind of desensitized to it because it's flies. But I'm gonna have to, like, desensitize myself to it for, like, higher level organisms. But, one thing I will say, when I defend my graduate thesis, I can potentially do a Zoom meeting where you guys can come and see my research presentation. So that is an option if you'd like to. I'm not gonna like just share that link on Twitch though, heavens no. I'm gonna like share it person by person if people want to see my research. But because also, you know, real name and things like that. What? Of the mad and the wicked, we be mad, we be wicked with the 24-hour sign. But yeah. My research is really interesting though, in a sense of like people love it, and like I'll be honest, my research is why like a few of the people joined the lab this year, because they're like, holy shit. And like it is like a cool thing. A part of my research I haven't done yet, that like I just kind of started with the brain dissections. That's like really like the point of my research. And, like the behavioral aspect is like good, I have a foundation, now I can go further. The further is I'm gonna be dissecting out the fly brains and imaging them with a protein called GFP. Basically, I'm gonna add this gene in, and it'll make a protein that glows like fluorescent green underneath a fluorescent microscope. That'll show me where exactly in the brain these genes are located. Flies have an extra part of their brain called the mushroom body, and it's in charge of like their learning and their processing and memory. My theory is that there's a lot of these neurons in that sense of the brain. With the ones that I had an effect with. But then I can also add in something, a gene called GCAMP. Basically, GCAMP will give me numerical readings underneath this fluorescent microscope, basically of how fluorescent it is, to how much energy and like millivolts of energy is going through these fly neurons. So basically I can see, okay, this is distracting me. Can I turn this down anymore? Okay, there we go. That was distracting me. I'm so sorry. But basically, I can see numerical readings of like the energy that's going through the fly neurons, and see basically like how energized do these neurons get to cause epilepsy. Because I don't know if you guys know this. Your neurons in your brain, your brain cells, are kept at like a negative 70 millivolts. And then when it like sends a signal, basically goes through this whole process with a bunch of different potassium and sodium and calcium, yada yada, basically to increase your voltage to like negative 50, Once it hits negative 50, it skyrockets to like 30 and 40, which is when that signal's being sent. And then the ions move again to like restabilize it. It's called like uh depolarization and repolarization because it deals with like polar ions and things like that. Um but essentially it should only go up to 30 ish. Sometime like I think it's 30. I may be saying things wrong, but I think it's 30. When you have epilepsy, you can get up to like way higher than that. So basically, I'm going to see how high does this get, because certain genes that I'm looking at affect like the pH balance of the neurons, which means that like what's it called? If it affects the pH, oh, I forgot two S's. Excuse me. If it affects the pH balance, it affects how, like, what that electrical voltage is, because bringing in different hydrogen ions can affect your charge or your, like, electrical capacity of your neuron. Therefore making it easier or harder for it to send signals. Also, I apologize if I just yapped your ears off. You have no clue what is happening. But all of that being said, I'm really excited about my research. I kind of want to get it to the point like maybe I can do human, not like human studies, but like it can influence how humans are treated. Because another thing that really irritates me, especially as someone who is neurodivergent, like diagnosed neurodivergent, um, a lot of people reference to neurodivergence as a disease. And it baffles me. It makes me so upset because they're labeled disorders. Like autism is ASD, autism spectrum disorder. ADHD is attention hyperactive deficit disorder. No. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Like they're labeled disorders, but in a lot of papers, people call them diseases. And it pisses me off. And like my advisor and I have talked about it a lot. Like I'm going to make it a point in my research to talk about how neurodivergence is not a disease. And I feel like it's very important for this research to come from someone who is neurodivergent. Some people are going to look at it and be like, oh, you're neurodivergent. I'm not going to take this as science, which, like, that's a them problem, not a me problem. But, like, I feel like it's important as someone who is neurodivergent to advocate for the neurodivergent community, if that makes sense. And it's kind of like also advocating for, like, those who have, like, I like the whole, like, thing, I guess, with my research as well, is like when you get diagnosed with something, especially neurodivergence, 9 times out of 10, it's not one thing. Crazy to think because you're neurodivergent, you can't talk about it. No, exactly. Some people say that, and I'm like, actually, crazy. But one thing that like I advocate for as part of my research and like why I'm looking at the overlap of epilepsy and neurodivergence is when you're diagnosed with neurodivergence, 9 times out of 10, you don't have just one. For example, I personally have ADHD, anxiety, and depression diagnosed, and I'm working on getting an autism diagnosis. Because it's here, basically. But like I got diagnosed with all three of those at the same time: the ADHD, the depression, and the anxiety. Guaranteed all the symptoms overlap, so sometimes that's the issue, is like people can't distinguish between certain things. Hence why it's harder for women to get diagnosed with things properly, because A, women are better at hiding it for society. B, 9 out of 10 women aren't believed in science. But it's very important for me to like think about like just the connections everything has genetically. Because like just because you're neurodivergent, yeah, there are times where like you don't have epilepsy, but for a lot of people, if you have epilepsy, like, and you already had a pre-existing neurodivergence, they're somehow connected genetically. So I want to show, like, for example, everyone who had COVID and then all of a sudden had POTS. There's been like studies about that. Apparently there's a form of quote long COVID that has caused like protein mutations that have caused people to have POTS. And like it's not been studied until 5 or 6 years later. And like it's kind of freaking crazy. But like just one thing being quote unquote wrong or abnormal could cause so many other things to be awry. For example, my ADHD, my anxiety, and my depression. My anxiety triggers my depression, and my ADHD triggers my depression and anxiety. If I lose dopamine with my ADHD always searching for dopamine, I get depressed. And then after I'm depressed, I get anxious that I was depressed and wasted time because I was depressed and wasn't doing things. Like, they're all in a circular battle all the fucking time. Like, Sid, why are you... Oh, because hydrate. Okay. But, like, it's crazy. And it bothers me so much that people are like, oh, you have one thing and that's all you have. Cheez It redeem as well? Thank you. Chip redeem. Like, like, I'm not going to be super political for like a long time, but I'm going to be slightly political. When the whole thing came out with the government about autism being related to Tylenol use, I talked about it in my lab with all the women in my lab, and also the couple guys there too, and my advisor. And I was talking to him, and he said this thing, and like it hits so hard, unfortunately. He's like, I unfortunately think they wanted to target neurodivergent people because they understand they're not going to be manipulated by fascism. He's like, and they're the ones screaming for rights for everyone. Because also, if you're neurodivergent, you're more likely to be queer. That's a whole nother thing. But, there's so many different things that fell under that umbrella of why they did the Tylenol thing. And then he also said, unfortunately, the suffering of women is not a bug, it's part of the foundation. Which is, and he's like, and I hate the foundation. I want to break it and rebuild. He's like, but there's a lot of people that's going to take to break and rebuild. Unfortunately, he's like, I'm just trying to do my part. Like, he has people in the lab who are very diverse of all different backgrounds. Our lab is very diverse, and I'm very glad for that. But he's like, I think they wanted to target neurodivergent people, but they also wanted to blame women. He's like, and make it harder for women to go through pregnancy, despite them wanting more people to get pregnant. And it's unfortunate, but that's where we are. And it's so annoying. But we have like these conversations all the time, and I'm like, damn. It's crazy. Because also there's like people at my school, like I've taught before, and people, my students will just look at me and be like, I don't believe in your pronouns. And I'm like, cool, bud. You got two options. Pick one. Like, just please be respectful. Please, for the love of God. Like, I'm not the person who's like, oh my god, da 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 da. I chill out and I'm like, hey, we're gonna talk about science today. Here's the scientific method. Like, I'm not sitting in there going like, queer rights, human rights, da da da. I'm just like, this is science, bud. Let's see how it is. Like, I'm not the one trying to like shove it down people's throats while I'm teaching, because technically, unfortunately, I may get in trouble for that because my school removed DEI. But we'll be fun now. We'll talk about research. But research is cool. Research is fun. It's very necessary right now in the world to have research. If you don't have research, you can't find out new things. If you can't find out new things, you can't really move forward. Because, like, another thing people say about science is, like, oh, I don't believe in science because it always disproves itself. And I'm like, yeah, that's because certain people, like, certain things weren't available for us to use. For example, once DNA sequencing, like, connecting people to DNA sequencing was a thing, do you know how many cold cases got solved simply because you could take DNA from, like, a sweater or swab for DNA and, like, dried blood or something? It's crazy how significant that was for, like, cold cases and everything. But people don't understand that, like, more things are science than you think. Like, some people are like, I don't need science, I'll just grow my own food. And I'm like, bud, growing your own food is science. I don't know what else to tell you. Like, so sorry. You're telling me you're gonna put a seed in the ground and you don't need science to, like, grow a seed into a plant? Like, that's crazy, actually. I did cover one. Oh wait, those were already done. It was the bottom one I was looking at. Teehee. 'Cause I'm sad. But yeah. Many people do many interesting things in science. And believe it or not, it bounces back and helps everyone. Like, I have friends who are studying birds right now, and they're studying, like, climate change's effect on bird mating and, like, how that affects things. I have other friends who are studying hellbenders, which is so freaking cool. If no one's seen a hellbender, please look up a picture. They're adorable little river creatures, and I love them so much. Didn't I already listen to this? I did. Skip. There we go. Let's be sexual for a second. Eh, eh. Eh, eh. Say what? I love his fucking concert when he did that. God, I love Tyler the Creator so much. But yeah, basically, research be cool. Not only my research either, all research is cool as fuck. I've gotten to the point that I love reading research articles. Some are written better than others, and like I still like to escape to my fantasy reads and things like that. But research is fucking cool, dude. Like, you're telling me we have the ability to figure out things? Oh, because here's the other thing. I am a molecular biologist. Reasons why I study, like, the breaking of genes. I don't know if a lot of people understand this. You don't really know, at least in cellular molecular biology, 9 times out of 10, if you want to understand what something does, you gotta break it. So, like, basically, I use a thing, and I'll go into this a little bit in depth. Not too much that people start staring at me like I have 5 heads. But one thing I do is I use a thing called RNAi. Basically, for those who have not had biology class in a while, you have your DNA, which makes up your genes and your chromosomes and all, like, your instructions to make things in your body. That is transformed into RNA, which is just DNA but slightly different. And then the RNA gets taken to a protein called an endosome, I think it is. I haven't done that much review in a little bit. But it's taken to a thing called an endosome, which is just a protein. And it makes your genetic information into another protein that can be used throughout your body. And, like, it's sent to wherever it needs to go, yada yada. My RNAi lines, or my knockdown lines to make the genes not work, basically what they do is when I cross them into my flies, I have a promoter. Oop. I stepped on my headphone cord. Give me 1 second. I have a promoter in one fly, and I have an RNAi gene in another fly. And I cross them, and they find each other, and they work. For the gist of it. How it works is DNA is made into RNA, which is still genetic information. Before that can be sent off to the protein, the RNAi is, like, broken in a sense where instead of just being a long strand of RNA, it folds on itself and it looks like a hairpin. It's actually called RNAi interference. It's called a hairpin structure, but it looks like a bobby pin. It's, like, straight, and then it has a curve, and then it's straight again, and, like, they're complementary to each other on this side, so it looks like 2 lines and then a bubble. Basically, that line and that bubble is cut up into a bunch of different pieces of another protein called dicer. Dicer, haha, dices the RNA. Basically, what happens is, I will get to that hydrate in a second, Sid. Thank you. Basically, what happens is this dicer protein cuts up the RNA into a bunch of little pieces so it can't be used, and then uses those little pieces to signal when they find other pieces of that RNA from the same gene, and is like, hey, dicer bud, this one's here too, you gotta go cut this one up as well. And like just does like that whole connection and communication thing. It's really freaking cool. Like, it's crazy to think about this is how things work in my, like, it's just crazy to me that this is how things work. It's insane. But I'll get that hydrate. Thank you, Sid. You can tell me you love her. Probably tell her to keep sleeping. But yeah. Basically, research is really freaking cool. Do I like writing about it? Yes and no, because it's cool to share it with people, but also the way scientific stuff is shared, not the average person can read it, and it's kind of unfortunate. And there's been, like, moves to try to make scientific research more accessible, because, like, for a lot of people, like, it's the fact that most people in the US can't read above a 6th grade reading level. So they can't really understand. Oh, did my playlist end? Oh, I paused it. What the hell happened? Give me 1 second. Ah. I see. Okay. Playlists. Okay, there we go. But yeah, science is really freaking cool. And I love being part of the scientific community. Especially in parts that are very accepting. Because there's also, like, science wasn't always super accepting of people of color. Or people of different gender identities. People of different sexualities. People of different ethnicities. Like, I'm glad that I'm in the field of science where I can go and do my research and, like, I'm not, for the most part, discriminated against. And, like, I'm able to, like, have my own scientific research. Like, I've been talking to my advisor and he's been talking about how, I may be able to get a publication out of this, which would be really freaking cool. Because getting published is, like, the thing in the scientific community. Like, basically the you've made it sense is getting published. And it'd be really cool for me to get published. It would be really fun. Because then I could be like, I did this thing! I contributed! Which is basically, like, the whole thing of a PhD is, like, for grad school, you don't, like, a master's degree, I should say, not grad school, because PhD is still grad school. For a PhD, you don't, or for a master's, you don't have to find, like, a brand new thing in science. It's just a, hey, you can kind of confirm what other people did. If you find something new, that's really cool, and you should be proud of it, because most people don't find new things in grad school. PhD is, oh, you have to find this new thing. You have to find something new no one else has ever found before. Good luck. Which is why for PhDs, a lot, at least this is the way it is for, like, STEM PhDs, to my knowledge. But that's why PhDs take people, like, sometimes a decade. Is because they have to either change their project or they found something, then they have to find out, like, essentially what is the problem? Why is this thing not working how I thought it did? Or, cool, I found out it doesn't work. What is, like, the underlying issue of why that doesn't work? Like, it's a lot. It's the reason why, like, I guess a lot of people get a master's and not a PhD, because a PhD is much more demanding. A PhD is not demanding in the sense of finances, technically, because, like, you can get funded for things very easily as a PhD student. You get what's called a stipend, which, for lack of better phrasing, is, like, free money to do your research and, like, live while you do your research. Which is why I'm trying to apply to a bunch of different ones so I can get, like, a good amount. What is this freaking playlist? I don't even know what this playlist is. Hold on. I don't know what the hell is going on with my music. Jeebus. Okay. I'm trying to find a good playlist that we can listen to that's not going to be too weird. Because I do have some weird ass fucking playlists. This should be good. Okay. But yeah. Science is really cool. I know for some people, like as Goth was talking about, they don't know what to ask or like where to even begin with questions. It's kind of why like I'm opening this up in a sense of like, hey, we can talk about stuff while I just do crafting, because some people are here for crafting, some people are here for just hanging out and chilling. It depends, you know? Mm-hmm. No. Says out. Stand still, should be running free, and all these nightmares. Eyes wide open, wanna nothing. Wish I could. I'm debating if I want to do more, if I just want to end stream here. Because I got what I wanted done. She looks really cute. Like, she looks cute. You can't see her that much. But here, let me see if I turn off the light so you can see her a little bit better. Yeah, you can see her a little bit better. Look at her little outline. She looks cute. How important are my glasses to this hobby? Eh. I can do it without them. It's a little more difficult. Are you gonna take my glasses away, Chris? Is that what you're gonna do? Might do another little sliver, just going down. That seems like it might be the case. So here, we'll do this. That's bright. Locked it. Perf. I was considering. You can if you want. It's up to you, whatever you desire. But yeah. I can still answer questions about science as well. If other people want to ask science questions. Science is a question. Like, all of science is basically we don't know how shit works. Flies. Thank you, Sid, for the flies. I appreciate them. Stand still, should be running free in all these. The next cutoff is here. We're almost done with this. There's like maybe a hand length of space left. Damn. Blue skies have me fading red. Show it blindfolded. But yeah, science is fun. Science is cool. If your child wants to be a scientist, support them, please. Science is important. Especially in the sense of, like, you know, is this a sad song? I don't listen to a sad song. Oh, this is a sad song. There we go. No sad song. Please support your children in their efforts to do scientific research. It's very important to be a scientist right now and not have a closed mind. I've been making friends with all the voices in my head. Might stop making sense. Medicate myself. Might be nothing left. This is tea. Did I try too hard? In too deep. Surface anymore? Even try if I'll just spew another lie. I love it when there's like these big sections that you can just block in. Oh, it makes it so much faster and easier. I love it. I'm fine. Swear I'm fine. But yeah, things have been cool with science lately. I did have a freak out though. Because one thing about mine, as I mentioned, my advisor had never done things with my research before, like the neurodivergence side of it. Because when I came to him, I was like, I want to deal with epilepsy. And he's like, oh, cool, cool, cool. We can do that. And I was like, okay, cool. And then we had talked about it for like a year, and I was like, hey, bud, I want to do neurodivergence with this. And he was like, huh? And we like had to basically like craft protocols for it, you know? Even try, spew another lie. But it's really cool. Like one of my coworkers slash friends in the lab is currently developing a like new pain receptor assay. And I'm like, damn, you're like doing shit. I'm just like sitting here making flies seize. Damn. Whether or better, did you watch the game last night? I'd rather die. Oh, I do have an ad break that needs to be done in like 4 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna see if I can get this section done before we have to do that. Like this little one I cut out. But yeah, I am nervous about doing PhD level stuff though, because that's like a whole nother ball game. And especially because I didn't go to like I went to the same place I went to undergrad for grad, so like I didn't have to get used to new things. So that's a lot. This is another sad song. So I am nervous about going to like a completely new place. And doing completely new things. That is something I'm scared about. I'm sure I'll do fine if I end up having to do stuff like that. But I am scared. Not sure what to make of it. Going back this time. Come to Michigan. I'm thinking about it. Chris, you could even ask Sid. I was like, hey, honey, how'd you feel about Michigan? And Sid's like, it's cold. Because we both want to move somewhere that's cold. Because, you know, fuck the heat. Like, if I'm being so real, Chris, like, Michigan has moved up in, like, the... Like, I don't have to rank my schools, thank God. But, like, if I want to go to Michigan, I'm going to have friends already there. So... It's definitely a plus. Because I don't think there's another school that I'm applying to that I'd already have some friends there. Like, immediately. Chris, you would get, I'll be so honest with you, you'd get so many practice talks thrown at you, like presentation practice talks, because Sid gets that now. On for what feels like the first time alone. A little bit lonely, little space to make you feel comfy, little bit of room to breathe. Out loud, little bit nice and easy. Please do. Chris is like, please, please, I want to know. Like earlier, I just Sid in like Discord calls sometimes, and I'm like, hey, can you listen to me rant about this for a while? And he's like, okay. The good old days are coming to a close. Oh. We have a couple left and then I can go on a break. Done. Okay. So, we're gonna go on an ad break because we need to do one in like a minute. So, I'm gonna pause this. How we do ad breaks here is we go on a little BRB for like 3 minutes. You guys can get a drink of water, you can get some food, you can relax, stretch, whatever you need to do. And then we will be back here. I think I'm gonna finish this little like rectangle piece I have. And I think we're gonna go buys too. So, go get some water, go get some food, stand up, go to the bathroom, stretch, whatever you need to do. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Damn, I was muted. Hi, everyone. Welcome back. We're back. So sorry for the muting. More tunes in my room. But yeah. Mm. I like your tattoos. They're so cute, just like you. Mm-hmm. I like watching you watch cartoons in my room. That looks a little funky, but we'll figure it out, you know? Chris, why do I have a feeling that if I apply to Michigan, you will personally go there and be like, accept this bitch? If it helps at all. I feel like you would be that person. Like, not like dead ass, but like, I feel like if you could, you would. If you had any sort of influence, you'd be like, hey, wait, I didn't hear. I will what? You would go to admissions if I applied and be like, accept this bitch. You want her? You need them. Accept them. I feel like you would. If, like, you legally could. Yes. You said, actually, I would. Perf. That makes me feel so satisfied when I do that. E. Ugh. My brain be braining. Okay. Fold the wax back in because it's getting all crumpled. I'm gonna need this. Let's do the whole last section. You know, what's the difference? I should have a lot of yapping, I just realized. See, this thing, when I yap, I yap. That's the thing. And I will yap about my research for fucking forever. The problem is I won't yap about it in, like, the sense of enough for the scientific community. Does that make sense? Like, I will yap about it and I will talk about it for forever, but I can't talk about it in, like, a super scientific... Blah, blah. Damn, I'm having a stroke. I can't talk about it in a super scientific sense for a while. Like, even then, people would have been like, okay, so what? Like, if I did that, what I just did here at, like, a science conference, they'd be like, okay, and? And I'd be like, it's cool. I don't know what else you want. Dream is killing me. The American dream is killing me. But I'm glad you guys let me yap about it. OMG, hi, I'm probably super late, but Tiff Raid. Hi, Sakura, how are you? Welcome in. You're all good. Simply just yapping about science research. And random things. How are you doing? How are things? Hell yeah, science, exactly. We love science here. I'm glad you're doing well. I hope dinner was well. What did you have? I may need some dinner myself. Because I ate lunch at like 2 o'clock. And it's like 8:30. Oh, my eye. Eyeball. Taco Bell. Oh. I got really addicted to the Taco Bell quesadillas thanks to Sid. The chicken quesadillas specifically. So I looked up a copycat recipe to make my own, and they're pretty fucking good. I'd say they're even better than the Taco Bell one. I want a diamond paint, but I wonder how much supply stuff I need. Oh, thank you, sir, for the hydrate. I appreciate it. So, Sakura, for diamond painting, you get the quesadilla too? Oh, it's so good. Most kits you buy have everything you technically need to start in it. I just have a few upgrades because they make it easier for me. For example, my beautiful pen I have here that's ergonomic. Love it. Got it from a small business. And it has like a multi-placer and a single placer. I love it so much. I have multiples of these. I think I have 2 or 3 more of these just because they're so pretty and I love them so much. And they make them like homemade. It's so pretty. I have this larger thing. This came in a kit though. I love this. It has a larger placer with a little tip on it so I can dump things easily. Biggest thing I will say though, yeah, I see the TikToks, all the containers and gadgets, and I'm like, oh, gee, that's fair. And then I have this little ceramic knife. It doesn't cut skin, like, at all. It just, like, might scratch you, but it doesn't, like, make you bleed or anything. And it comes reversible heads. Ooh, I just flung that. It's like $10 off Amazon when I got it. Where the hell? There it is. Okay. My one thing I will say, I do have the container with all the different things. I bought this for like $10 on Amazon as well. I'd only recommend getting this if you really like are gonna get into it. Other than that, I won't show them on screen. I bought pill bags from Walgreens and used those for a long time to hold my beads and my diamonds. And it's so cheap because there's like 50 bags for like $2. And I just wrote on it with a Sharpie what the bead was. It's so easy to do it that way, and a lot of people do it that way with pill bags. It looks a little suspicious, you know, if you go in public. But I don't diamond paint in public that much. The most public this gets is me being on Twitch right now. But yeah, if you ever have any questions, though, feel free to message me. And I'm more than happy to answer any questions about diamond painting. I've been doing it for... the end of this year will be 5 years I've been diamond painting, which is fucking crazy to say, because I started at the end of 2020. But I love it. I love my little hobby. Yeah, just me and my diamond bags. Don't mind me. Exactly. But yeah, it makes stuff like it's not super portable of a hobby, I will say. Like I'll do it in different places around my apartment and it's fine. But I also do these giant ones. Like here. I'll show you. Hold on a second. This is the current one I'm working on. I'm gonna pop up a picture. This is the current one I'm working on. I'm currently like a little bit farther than what the diamonds on there are. The top part where it's like opaque, that's where diamonds I've placed are. The bottom section is like the plasticky reflective part where I haven't put them yet. But this is a 22 inch by 31 inch diamond painting. So that is the thing. It seems similar to cross-stitching supply-wise then. No, exactly. Like, a lot of people use the exact same, what's it called? Use the exact same patterns to do cross-stitching as diamond painting 9 times out of 10. And it's so great. Kids aren't alright. When it rains, it pours. But I like it. It's nice to do. I used to do this when I was working my full-time job. I would come home, and if I didn't want a game, I would just do some of this, and I'd get them done so fast. Especially when, I was in my full-time job and I was just in training, and I didn't have to worry about, like, staying late or anything. Oh, it was so nice. And in the end, do it all again. Best friend. Don't you know? But it's really nice and chill, and I like it a lot. When it rains, it pours. Stay thirsty like before. Don't you know? But yeah. I think I'm gonna finish this little section and call it a day, maybe. Because depending on how long this takes, it may take me to 4 hours. But yeah, it's really fun. I like it. It's relaxing. I got my kits from Diamond Art Club. I'm not getting any more from them, though, simply because of their AI policies, which are not great. Oh, what's that? Nope. There we go. Yeah. I don't know what other company I'm gonna get any from because I'll be honest, I still have like 3 more in my closet that I can do. They may have gotten better on their AI stuff since last time I ordered. I will say last time I ordered was like November of last year. No, no. November of almost 2 years ago. God, it's 2025. November of 23 is the last time I ordered stuff from there. They may have updated their AI policy. I just haven't looked because I'm not buying anymore because I have a bunch of them and I need to actually do them. Because I had a problem with like I had with books at one point of just buying diamond paintings I was going to do later. I do have a really pretty one of Persephone that if I finish this one and people still want diamond painting on stream, I may do the Persephone one on stream because it's really pretty. Na 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 na. But yeah. Also, I love that little emote that you used. It's so cute. The little nodding one. I've been staring at it this whole time. You can find me in the hotel pool, in my jean shorts, in my cohorts, bunking on a blue board. Flex. Ooh. Griffey Jr., swing that Batman. Doom, doom. Doom. Put that down. No more S's? No more. Oh, wait, no. One sneaky one. Gobble, gobble, make that beat go wobble, wobble. I apologize for the camera shaking. Too fast. Gobble, gobble. Sakura, you're making me want Taco Bell now. I hope you know that. My brain's going, ooh, Taco Bell sounds good. I want Taco Bell. LMAO, sorry. You're all good. I can make my own chicken quesadilla at home if I really want it. It's just, do I want to go through the effort of making it right now? Because I'd have to cook the chicken, then I'd have to do the quesadilla, then I have to do the cheese. Inspirational quotes of education. Thing called trepanation. Take the pressure off. Hey Sid, when you're here, do you want to talk about? Oh, teehee. Nervous system. This is 8. Car wreck. I'm a temperamental houseplant. Full of hatred, cat hair on my sweatpants. Caption box, it says I'm not a robot. I'm lying to myself and I'm lying to my laptop. I'm afraid to reproduce. Wonder if Sigmund Freud turned into his dad too. I also need to probably end after I finish this section for my back. So I don't need to be messing up my back anymore. You know, scoliosis and all. Thoracic. These are fancy words. System. It's not more organized. My cuticle. Oh, sit another hydrate? Alright, bud. I got you. Nervous all the time. Hannibal. Cannibal. Eating myself. A nervous system. Ooh, I love this one. I love a Fall Out Boy song. I've seen them live and it makes me so happy to say that. Ugh. Captain Planet, Alice Rain, Robert King, Jeep Face, Earthquakes, Iceland Volcano. Tiger Woods, MySpace, Monsanto, GMOs. Cambridge Analytica. I'm putting all my stuffs in my bag. Boink. It looks cute though. I wanted to finish her and I did. We finished her and a little bit more. Cute. I love it. Okay. While we're listening to songs, I am gonna see if we can do a little raid raid. I'm gonna do chatting. Perfect. Ooh, I don't have a song. The music on here. Whoopsies. My apologies. Let's see if there's someone we can read. Who's live tonight? Who's doing things? Let's see. Doom, 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 doom. Let's see if we can raid someone in the same category, maybe? Raid a new person. Ooh, someone's doing a puzzle. Someone's doing Lego. Someone's doing crochet. Ooh, do you guys want to see crochet? Someone's doing... watching silver grow? Interesting. What do you guys want to see? Do you have any preferences for who you want to watch? I'm trying to see. I'm low-key tempted to go to the crochet girly. Ooh.
It died yet again.
Let me get a vibe check. This person seems cute. Their name is... Ooh, wait, nope, never mind. Ooh, I was like, ooh, let's raid. And I was like, no, we're not gonna raid a minor. I'm looking. Oh my god, Witch Chaos Unleashed. Oh, this person's name is Glitzy Witch. UV Neon Hat? Give me a second. Oh, I love them. Okay, we're gonna raid them. Okay, we're gonna raid Glitzy Witchy. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do exclamation point raid. Redeem to Hider. Hi, Spilt Milk. How are you? I'm so sorry you're here while I'm about to raid. Exclamation point raid. You can use bats if you're subscribed. Hearts if you are not. Also, exclamation point Discord if you would like to join the Discord and have a great time bopping in there, get to influence what I do for my streams. And then I'm also going to do exclamation point YouTube. I'm posting my VODs to YouTube so you guys can go watch them afterwards. And it's fun! Okay. So, I love you all so much. Mwah. Let's go raid Glitzy Witchy. They are currently doing some crafting. Looks like a lot of fun. I'm gonna go ahead and raid out. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I'm gonna be back here Tuesday at 5 p.m. EST. So you have to wait a few days, but I will see you all later. Have a great rest of your weeks. And mwah! Have fun. I love you all. Bye-bye.